And welcome to a special gobble gobble turkey pre-thing, you know, you do that thing on Thursday where you eat a lot edition of Comics Should Smell Good. That's right.
That's a mouthful.
It is. We're already feeling the pre-turkey kind of hurt. Like, I can picture it in my head. It's a good hurt, though.
Oh, it feels amazing.
It's a good hurt, but you're not doing anything. It's pretty couch locking. But you know what? We have a lot of comics, so that's okay. While you're sitting there in your kind of turkey coma, you can, like, casually stare at some stuff and be like, ooh, pretty. Because we know you're not coherent enough to read that stuff. So, we'll give it to you now. You come get it, save it for later. We're going to let Mr. Will maybe go first here.
Okay, I'm going to need a lot of comfort food after reading Death of X #4. I'm going to need lots of turkey.
You're going to start it off with the heavy one?
Lots of gravy, lots of heavy gravy, because this is a very heavy, emotional book. Here's the thing. If they say you only hurt the ones you love, Marvel must be absolutely positively in love with Cyclops, because the tradition just continues of like bashing him even though Cyclops was right. He does what he's my hero. He's awesome. Anyway, I'm not going to give it away, but this kind of story is kind of the untold chapter, the final chapter in the untold chapter of the first kind of skirmish between the mutants, the X-Men, and the Inhumans. It kind of tells you what the heck really happened with Cyclops, where's Emma Frost been. What I love about this with Jeff Lemire and Charles Soule is they've also brought back all these other like minor characters that you didn't think were like, where the heck? Oh yeah, there they are. So this kind of wraps it up. It sets the stage for Inhumans versus X-Men, which is next month, but some really powerful stuff. We're just going to need to rally all our X-fans together and kind of just like gather around the table, eat some turkey, keep the Terrigen seasoning off of it, and just let's move on and get ready, because I want the X-Men to kick the Inhumans' ass. I'm sorry.
I think we all do at this point.
Poor Inhumans.
Exactly.
Alright, well, I have got the return of one of Image's most remarkable books over here from a mystery hiatus. I think it's just
I don't know what happened with
R.M. Wera is amazing.
Yeah.
But we have the newest issue of the Goddamned, issue 5. Oh, I said a bad thing, didn't I? Okay. Shit. Oh, crap. Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Okay, I'm done. Sorry. So, Jason Aaron and R.M. Wera's tale of the pre-flood biblical Earth. This follows Cain, the man who invented murder, as he finally confronts Noah, like that Noah who built the ark. Noah.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the only man who has steel in the wastes. It's amazing.
I'm going to leave before lightning strikes us right now.
What? It's like a blasphemy or something? No. If anything, lightning is gonna hit Jason Aaron. He is the evil, evil man who's responsible for this book.
His beard's just gonna go crackle, crackle.
It's already made of lightning. He's Odin. We all know it. But yeah, this is finally back from hiatus, and this may be the last issue of the arc, so it might pull a Southern Bastards and like come back from hiatus, then go right back on hiatus.
Wasn't that a Jason Aaron book too?
Strange.
I know, he's getting paid a lot of money from Marvel. That's why your books are late.
Star Wars doesn't write itself.
It's true. Nor do the checks cash themselves either. He probably needs, help bringing that check to them. I mean, that's got to be a hefty.
Yeah, right. You need two whole Jasons for that.
You probably do. Anyway, speaking of people who get hefty checks from their comic books, Scott Snyder, Jeff Lemire, bringing you the new big oversized comic from Image, AD After Death. Serialized in 3, I guess you would call these super prestige format comics, with this really nice paper cover feeling here. It's got some nice texture to it. Minimal ads. Fully painted art from Jeff Lemire. Scott Snyder and Jeff Lemire posed the question, what would happen in a world where death is cured? For some ungodly reason, scientists have cured death, like it's a thing to stop. And, well, death takes a holiday. That's never a good idea, usually. So this follows humanity trying to deal with that. Again, really, really surreal, cool art from Jeff Lemire, especially from a guy who basically writes now. It's nice to see art from him, and especially just kind of this weird stylized art. And the whole book is laid out where you've got like some comic, and then some kind of like pages with spot illustration, which is cool. But all this for $6. There will be 3, because everybody loves a trinity and a trilogy and other T things that begin with 3. Yeah.
And more death. because we just can't get enough of the death right before the holiday season. Civil War II, number 7. So this kind of picks up one of the, Ulysses, who has this kind of, he sees the future, but it may not be the future, and Captain Marvel and Iron Man have been kind of fighting over how do we use his power, and been lots of awesome, crazy fights and crazy visions, and a lot of characters have died. Well, this kind of picks up with, like, the deadliest vision. There was this crazy vision of Miles Morales killing Spider-Man.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Miles Morales, Spider-Man killing Steve Rogers, Captain America.
There you go.
And so they're trying to prevent that, and then can they? It's really kind of cool about, can you change your fate? And there's a kind of for all how big it's become, it gets very small between these really interesting characters. And then there's Captain Marvel and a surprise appearance by someone. And then there's a guest artist in this. David Marquez has been. Brian Michael Bendis is doing the writing on this. There's the Inhumans are involved. There's another kind of vision with Tony Stark. And then there's something that to me was a gigantic curveball. It was a welcome curveball, but it featured a special guest artist in here that I'm just going to be quiet on that. So, but there's one more issue left.
This is the penultimate issue.
Penultimate.
That's right.
I actually said it right thanks to you
There
saying
you
it
go.
first.
Until they announced the 9th one.
Yeah, but anyway, so Marvel now is continuing, and there's a lot of stuff already happening, but you're finding out what happened to make that happen in here. So there you go.
The backstory of the story.
The backstory of the story that's still going and continuing on.
Oh, it's me then?
It's your turn.
Well, I have another Marvel book for you here. This is a big number 1 from Mike Costa and Gerardo Sandoval. We have Venom. Whoa.
Blah.
Apparently, the Venom symbiote has found its way off of Flash Thompson. Sad, so sad. I loved Agent Venom, personally. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
More interesting than, like, Matt Gargan as Venom.
Yeah.
Even though I still thought that was kind of interesting. More interesting than Eddie Brock had been for years and years. Well, now Venom finds itself a new host, although the symbiote itself isn't quite looking like it's too healthy these days. So it'll be interesting seeing how that affects its new host.
Cool. And I too have some Marvel love here, showing some love for Doctor Strange and his Sorcerer Supreme. So when you get a movie, you get tie-in comics. You go from 0 comics to
He had
monthly.
one comic. It was a Jason Aaron comic.
Well, no, before that. He had nothing for like 10 years.
That's true.
You know, and then you get a comic, and then you get more comics, and you get fill-in spots, and then all of a sudden you're making money like Wolverine. And then you're sitting there next to him sharing a cigar, and you're like, man, Wolverine, cool, I like Hollywood money. But anyway, Robbie Thompson and Javi Rodriguez, who has been doing some amazing stuff on Spider-Woman, comes over to this book to really provide some awesome, awesome illustration. And it's a nice kind of alternate style to Chris Bachalo's kind of madness thing that goes on in his comic books. But this is going to show you kind of a wider range of Doctor Strangeness and magicness in the Marvel Universe. Because with the return of Doctor Strange, we go, oh yeah, there was a lot of Marvel characters that used to use magic that we used to talk about. So they're in this book now. Yes.
Cool. Let's keep some Marvel love going because we love Captain Marvel. Ultimates 2, number 1. So Ultimates 2, number 1. This follows up
Of like the 7th Ultimate series?
I'm pretty sure it's
Exactly.
actually Ultimate Square.
Is it? Oh!
Ultimate Squared.
We're beyond
because
numbering.
Because it is all about
Take that,
science
Mark
here.
Millar.
Right?
It is all about science. But if these are the Ultimates, this is not in the Ultimate Universe. This is actually in the Marvel Universe now.
Then why
That'd
they
be all
call the
different.
Ultimate?
Because they're a proactive team. We're the ultimate team against all of our villains and all this kind of stuff. So here's one thing that kind of, sometimes you just sit around in comics and you're like, it's been around for decades and why not? Why didn't someone say, Galactus, why are you hungry all the time? Let's give you something to fill you up finally. So they solved his appetite in the first round of this, believe it or not. And so
Wow, really?
Exactly. Isn't that cool? Like,
Wow.
why
The
not?
first
It's
4
just like,
issues.
Wow.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, why do you keep
Okay.
rebuilding the Xavier mansion? It's just going to get blown
It's
up.
just, right? You might as well just live out of tents.
Exactly.
I mean,
just,
shit.
exactly. But anyway, so back to the Ultimate. So this is Captain Marvel's team with, of course, the original female Captain Marvel, who now goes by Spectrum, and there's Blue Marvel and Black Panther, and America Chavez is in there, who's going to be getting her own book next year, which is awesome. But the kind of the twist here is there's a crazy twist with Galactus, and as you've never seen him before, I think you haven't seen him before in the Marvel Universe. And there's all kinds of cool, crazy. This is Al Ewing, who does this just crazy concepts, and Travel Foreman, who does beautiful art, I think. And there's all kinds of crazy, cool cosmic things and going on, and it just gets cosmic. And there's someone who may actually try to demote Captain Marvel, believe it or not.
Oh.
She's kind of the ultimate kind of badass now,
Right,
kind
how
of
do you
following
demote
Civil War
Captain
II. But someone comes in and says, "Oh, wait a minute, Captain Marvel," and it's not Tony Stark because we don't know what happened to him.
Right.
So anyway, take it over before I give something away I shouldn't.
Okay, we're gonna move from super cosmic to super fun with superpowers.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the action figure line or Tom Scioli's current backup in Cave Carson has a cybernetic eye about said action figure line, but Art Baltazar and Franco doing their thing. You
That's
love
right.
Tiny Titans, right? You love Itty Bitty Hellboy, right? You love Aw Yeah comics. This is that, but with, you know, DC's adult characters. Why not? Why the heck not? The first issue sees Superman taking over for Batman, rounding up all the villains of Gotham, while Batman is indisposed mysteriously. Who has captured him and why?
Why?
Read the comic. Have your kid read the comic. Read the comic with your kid. Share the love, people.
That's right.
Comics are love.
Yeah. Really, they do genuine, amazing kid stuff. It's really nice to have them back doing stuff. Something on the far, far end of the spectrum, because we're all about variety here.
Oh.
Hide your children and...
I'm gonna censor that shot right now.
There you go. Actually, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there's a little too much butt.
Oh,
there.
why not?
There's
Here
some
you go.
hold on.
Kids
that's
look
not
away.
PG.
Yeah, kids look away.
And
Hold on.
are you gone? There
Okay,
you go.
there you go.
Booty.
But anyway, this is the third collection of Sir Pierre's beautiful Druna comic. This is some serious post-apocalyptic, cyber, weird, sci-fi robot erotica that it's exactly as it sounds. Basically, this woman Druna here walks around virtually naked with kicks on, which are really cool. I dig the sneakers. Fighting, kind of, not so much fighting, but, you know, getting out of fights, having to deal with horny tigers and other strange animals that probably have been mutated by radiation. But yeah, you get 2 albums worth of stuff in here.
Oh.
It is from Italian printers, Lo Scarabero. I don't speak Italian, but it's gorgeous because Italians know how to
What's
print
Italian
comics.
for nasty? 'Cause
Yeah,
I just
right?
saw some panels.
I believe Italian for nasty is Druna.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
okay.
That's real good. But no, I mean, you know, sex stuff aside, this is a really, really cool sci-fi thing. But if you're squeamish on the sex part, maybe you should, you know,
Let's-
try superpowers.
Casey,
You
let's
know.
be real. You put the sex stuff aside, that book doesn't exist.
Okay, whatever.
It,
That's okay. It's good sex stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Minara.
That's
People
right.
like Minara, right?
That's right, just with more robots. Because, Minara's not down with the robots. I don't know.
Do you have any more books?
Oh, me? Oh, I guess so.
You do. It's your turn.
I thought I was after
No, I thought you were next.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
turn.
well, geez.
Okay, well, so my final book. Sorry about that.
Pass.
I just those shots just like
Do it.
you
Just
know,
do
anyway.
it. Just do it.
Mighty Thor 13, Jason Aaron, as we talked about before. I love this book. I recently just got the first Thor issues, which we have right here, and just reread them all. This is Jane Foster. It is beautiful. Russell Dotterman, the regular artist, is taking a break because he's getting ready for the Shi'ar Asgard War, which is going to be awesome. But the amazing
Yeah,
Steve
could be
Epting, I hope I said that right,
Yeah.
Epting, is guest starring in this one issue. This continues the whole Malekith War with all the realms, and Jane Foster, Thor, have rallied some amazing guest stars, including Angela, Queen of Hell, who's kind of like, I guess you could say, in a way, her sister, because if Odin's sons are with sister, but now she's Thor anyway. Whatever.
Right.
Lots of cool
Pretty makes
characters.
sense to that.
There's some new villains, and then there's a whole new cabal. I love seeing that kind of word of pretty cool kind of Asgardian cosmic villains who all come together, and it sets up the stage for the next chapter in the war. But yeah, one of my favorite books. Who would have ever thought? But I love Jane Foster Thor. Amazing. I hope she stays Thor forever. Even though I love the Odin son too.
Well, there's a lot of hammers out there.
It's true. There are a lot of
Hammer time.
Even Beta Ray Bill got one, alright? Anybody can get a hand.
Hey, don't sell Beta Ray Bill short.
Dude, no,
Watch it, man.
That's true.
Anyways, the book that I was going to talk about before Will so rudely took the spot that he gave to me. Indian Giver right here, just in time for Thanksgiving.
Right?
But speaking of feasts and food, we finally, after all these years, have the final issue of possibly the greatest thing Image Comics has ever published. This is Chew number 60. John Layman and Rob Guillory are finally putting an end to their saga of Tony Chu, and Tony Chu, and Tony Chu. There's like 3 Tony Chus in this book.
Tony.
Their
I've
family.
done it again.
Sorry,
We had to go there.
Sorry.
Woo, boy.
That Terrigen's poison.
Alright, now you went too far.
Sorry, I won't interrupt you.
I can't believe this happened again. Alright, you know, we still going here?
We're gonna have the stage.
Alright.
Himself.
No, you know, I think it's done. I think he's hurt. Alright, we're gonna move on to another book. Cage, number 2, from Marvel. Gennady Tatravsky, the genius behind Samurai Jack's Dexter's Lab, yeah, other glorious cartoons, bring you the super awesome, super Harlem 70s adventure of the premier blaxploitation superhero of the Marvel Universe. Or at least at the time was tiara, puffy hair, yellow silk shirt. And this time, he is battling in the swamp. Very, very excited for this. And, yeah. We're professionals here at Comics Should Smell Good. Don't let any of this confuse you. There was never anyone else here. There was only me. Yeah. Watch us next week. We might be here. Bye.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.